everybody, it's Susan here. I just thought I'd do a video. I am going to make Swiss meringue buttercream, chocolate buttercream, and I just thought it takes me about 45 minutes, but I'll just show you snippets of how I do it. So I've got my bain-marie pot with my water in. I'm just going to start heating that up and letting that get warm for a little while. Not too high. My scouse, I need 5 eggs. Got my bowl, I have cleaned this and this with lemon juice because I'm going to put egg whites in. I've got my thermometer and my scraper. I've got several bits of chocolate. I like to mix dark with milk, and I buy the cheap chocolate from, I've got some from Tesco's and some from Morrison's I had before. It's better than, it's cheaper than the cooking chocolate, and it actually tastes better. Got my caster sugar, my butter, my cocoa powder, and my vanilla. So I'll give you measurements down in the link. You also need a whisk. So obviously I'm not going to hand whisk it. My hand's killing me at the moment anyway, but I always use an electric whisk, and then I use that in here, which I'll show you in a minute, and then once it goes over here, I've got the mixer with the whisk in, but you have to let it cool, but I'll tell you about that in a moment. Start off with separating my eggs. So I'm going to put my egg whites in here and my egg yolks in there, and I'm going to do, I've got to do five of them. So I'm going to put one at a time. So this, once I've done that, I'll pour that in there, and then I'll do that 5 times just in case I make a mistake and get anything in there. At least I've not messed up 5 eggs. So I'm going to start with that. You then need 12 ounces of caster sugar. So you need 16 ounces or 1 pound of butter. So you can use unsalted or salted. If you use unsalted, then you need to put a bit of salt in, but if you're just using the salted butter, which I couldn't get any unsalted, so mine's salted, I'm just going to not put any salt in at all, and I'm just going to put that to one side, and I've left that at room temperature, so I haven't got much room in this kitchen, so I'll just leave that to one side, because once I start whisking, I haven't got time to then be measuring other stuff, so I'm trying to get all my stuff measured, and then I can just get on with it. Okay, so I have put the egg whites and the sugar in. I'm now going to hand whisk, which I might kind of have to do off camera because I can't do it with both hands. Can't juggle the camera at the same time. And I need to whisk it until it's nice and fluffy, and then I need to get my thermometer and wait until it goes up to 150. So I've just started to whisk, and then when it starts going really white and fluffy, I'll put my thermometer in and wait until it goes up to 150 Fahrenheit. So it's gone up to 150 really fast. In fact, it's gone a little bit past, so I've just taken it off, and I'm now going to transfer it into my bowl. So I am continue whisking it on my Kenwood, my very old Kenwood. It's very noisy, so I do apologise. And I'm going to wait until that gets cooled down and a bit stiffer. And then once that cools down, I can then start adding the butter. So as you can see, it is doubled in size, and I will keep whisking it. I'm waiting for it. It's still quite warm, so I'm not going to put my butter in yet. So I'm just going to get my butter to the side for the minute. And in the meantime, I have washed all my stuff up, and I've washed this and it's nice and clean again. And I need 10 ounces of chocolate. I know it's gone 0.1, but I'm not worried about that 0.1. And I've mixed it with dark chocolate and milk chocolate, so that can be start to melt while this is whisking. So once that's cooled down, I'll then start putting the butter in, and I'll show you. It has cooled down, and I'm now going to put my butter in. I'm going to do it a bit by bit, mix it, make sure it's thoroughly mixed before I put some more in, and I don't do it all at once. If you put it in and it hasn't cooled down, your butter will curdle, and it will just look like scrambled egg, and it just goes all wrong. So make sure this is cooled down enough for you to put your butter in first before you start mixing. So hold on, I'll show you when it started to mix. Right, let's slowly. And I want to make sure all the butter has been mixed in before I put the next lot of butter in. And I'll put some more in. As you can see, it's that nice white is starting to go a bit more creamy colour. I'll just put my next lot in. Start that off, and then I've just literally got that much to go in. Ready. It's all melted, as you can see, and I've just turned it off by the gas. I'm just going to leave it to cool a little bit. It's not ready to go in anyway. Once all the butter is incorporated in this, I can then add the chocolate, the cocoa powder, and a little bit of vanilla. There's a little bit more butter going in, and then I've just got that bit left. As you can see, it's starting to get a bit thicker and fluffier now, and I'm just adding the last bit of the butter in. Leave that to mix thoroughly. And I'm just coming over here, and these are my egg whites. I don't like wasting egg whites, so I just cover them and put them in the fridge, and then I might maybe use them to have scrambled egg at some point. Put them in there. I like to scrape it all down to make sure there's no butter bits left, and I can't see anything in there. Maybe a teeny little bit there, which I'm going to mix again. But now I can add my chocolate, and that's going to mix as well. So I'll do that and I'll show you. So I put the chocolate in. I'm just slowly putting that up a little bit. I might even change the consistency a little bit. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm just going to mix that together and give that a good mix for a while. So that is my Swiss meringue buttercream made. It's a little bit runnier than I would normally do it. I don't know why. I find with this, it's either comes out brilliant or it doesn't come out as perfect. But what I tend to do is now I'm going to transfer this into a tub, and I'll put the tub into the fridge, and I'll probably leave that overnight, which will stiffen it up a bit as well. And then I'll just get the tub out maybe an hour before I need to decorate with it. I make mocha cupcakes, so I'll show you in another video how I make my mocha cupcakes. And this lot of icing, I usually do 12 mocha cupcakes, and I could get literally 3 lots of those batches. So I'll do 12 and then I might do 12 another week and another week. But what I do is I tend to freeze whatever's left of this in the freezer, and then when I need it I just get it out overnight, and then I use it again, and then I just keep freezing it, and it seems to work well. And I'm not an expert baker, I just like baking, and I've had a lot of people compliment my mocha cupcakes, so I just thought I'd do a quick video of it. I've just put it in a tub, and I'm going to make sure that's covered and kept clean, and then that will go in the fridge. Thank you for watching, and please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you.